Hong Kong, a vibrant city of tomorrow, forged as one of the world's greatest trading ports, earned its name as Asia's World City. But the real story isn't written in its skyline. It's served on the plate. So today, I'm diving into Hong Kong's food scene to find out which dish is truly the greatest. And make sure you stick around until the end because I'll be revealing whether Hong Kong food is worth the hype. So without further ado, let's head to the first place.
Alright, our first stop is a breakfast bistro called Wang Pai. And today we're going to be trying out some wonderful macaroni. So let's get into it. Alright, and while we're waiting for our food, let me tell you how this is going to work. So I'm going to be rating the food and the restaurant off of 3 different categories. The first one is wait time. In other words, how long it takes for the food to get here. The second one is occupancy, as in how many people are in the restaurant. Is it packed? Are there people waiting? So the more people that are in this place, the better this rating is going to be. And then the last one is taste. Obviously very arbitrary because my taste buds are different than everybody else's. So expect some discrepancy there. Keep in mind, a lot of this information is very, very subjective. You might not agree with everything that I say here, and that's totally okay. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions. However, I have my own. This is my own video. I do what I want. So as you guys know, restaurants going to be based off of 3 things: time, occupancy, and taste. So as for the time, my food already came in like less than 2 minutes. The second one is occupancy. As you guys can look around, there is quite a bit of people. It is like almost 11 a.m. and it's breakfast time. But yeah, there seems to be a pretty good showing at this place. And then obviously taste. Let's give it a go. So my food is macaroni with ham and scrambled eggs with toast. So yeah, let's dig in. All right, macaroni and ham. Cheers. It's warm and refreshing.
I don't know why I never said this, but I also had their toasted bread and their egg. Now, what's the final verdict?
So once again, time came in less than 2 minutes, which is obviously very, very ideal. So I'll give that a 3.5 out of 5. Occupancy is pretty good. It's not quite full yet, but it is still quite heated. So I'll also give that a 3.5 out of 5. And then as for taste, the food was actually pretty good. Unfortunately, my appetite isn't super high right now, as typically I don't really have a high appetite during breakfast time. So this is going to be a 7 out of 10. So final ratings are right here. All right, now where are we going next?
Good question. Our next location takes us to a serene fishing village called Tai O, and hidden within the small local shacks is where our lunches will be made. So let's go.
All right, I'm here at Tai O, and this is the next place that we're eating at. So let's go.
All right, first let's take a look at occupancy. As you can see in the video here, there is quite a few people here. It's also not really big, and it is like a really remote village, as you guys know. So honestly, it's quite nice. It's a great environment.
All right, and my food came here in less than 3 minutes.
This is char siu and egg over rice. A little bit simple of a meal, but it's good enough to fill me up, so let's eat.
The eggs are smooth, the meat's smooth, the rice is really nice. Very good.
All right, let's give a final review. So the time at less than 3 minutes, pretty good. I'd say 4 out of 5. Occupancy, there is quite a lot of people now. It is lunch hours, but yeah, still a good amount of people. I'd say 3.5 out of 5. And then the taste, the food was quite good too. Very refreshing. The drink was obviously nice. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10.
So here are the results right here. All right, next place. Let's go.
All right, and this is the next stop right here. We are having some very famous Hong Kong cuisine called tie zai mein. In other words, cart noodles. So let's go. All right, and this is my cart noodles. There's like fish balls, cow fish balls, red sausage, chicken wings. Yeah, and then there's instant noodles underneath.
Okay, I have some noodles and some soup in there, so let's eat. I'm surprised at how good the broth is. It's not too strong, it's not too weak, it's quite right. And then the noodles are quite good too, so yeah, it's nice.
Okay, so final review.
I think I definitely ordered a little bit too much ingredients. The tradition is to only order 3. And, well, the broth was good. You're not supposed to drink it, but it's pretty good. The noodles are very nice as well. The atmosphere was also very, very nice. It shows a very rustic Hong Kong diner style place. So, yeah. I'm gonna give the time a 4.5 out of 5 because the food came pretty much instantly. The occupancy, I'd say, is also at around a 4 out of 5, mainly because it's quite filled, quite packed. There isn't people waiting, but it's still pretty hectic in here. And then the food, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's nothing out of the ordinary, but it's still pretty good. So the final ratings are here. All right, where are we going next? I'm hungry.
You just ate food, you big back. How much more do you want?
Big bag, big bag.
Fine, one more restaurant. We're going to a beef brisket noodle store, but not without some obstacles.
So folks, if it looks like I just came out of the shower, I might literally just have. Hong Kong is currently experiencing some very, very, very heavy rain right now. It's quite literally like a shower much worse than like God's wrath, it seems. But yeah, now we are at a beef brisket noodle shop. So yeah, I cannot wait to eat food right now. So as you guys know, I'm doing this off of 3 categories: time, occupancy, and taste. My food arrived in less than a minute. Yeah, it came pretty quickly. So that gets a very high mark. And as you guys can see right now, there's not a lot of people around, but it is like raining extremely heavily, so that's honestly very understandable. And now it's time for the taste, so let's dig in. Okay, thick egg noodles and fish cake. Cheers. It's got a sweet little flavor to it. It's pretty, the sauce is quite nice actually. All right, chocolate milk with whipped cream. Interesting chocolate flavor. It's kind of what I expected. It's not bad. All right, all the food is done, and now it's time for my final rating. So the time, it came in less than a minute, so that gets full marks. That's a 5 out of 5. Occupancy, there's not a lot of people here. Once again, understandable. So I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5. And then taste is out of 10, obviously, since it's the most important. I think I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
And with this final score, that makes it official. The cart noodles is my favorite dish in Hong Kong. So that begs the question, is Hong Kong food worth the hype? Well, in my opinion, these 4 meals have been pretty average. However, as you know, these are not the only meals you can have in Hong Kong. There are so many other types of street foods and meals that you can have. I've only just scratched the surface of the scene, so I don't think it's right for me to say whether or not Hong Kong food is worth it. So you're just gonna have to book a trip there and try it yourself. Thanks for watching.